transmission medium. In previous class, we have discussed about this transmission medium types, and now we are going to discuss about the fiber optic cable. So before going to explanation of this fiber optic cable, just I am recollecting the previous points. So coming to the twisted pair cable ma. So what is the use of twisted pair cable? What is the use of twisted pair cable ma? So hello. So the twisted pair cable consists of two conductors that is represented with copper material, copper or metallic material which have its own plastic insulation twisted together. So okay na? So that is called the twisted pair cable. So second one is what ma? Coaxial cable. So what is the use of coaxial cable? So it is also use the same material like copper or metallic. So it also metallic, and it accept that and it translate the signals in the form of electric current. Okay, if you talk about the optical fiber, it is also a cable so which accepts the signals and transport the signals in the form of light. So this is the three types we have explained in the last class. So now I'm going to explain about the fiber optic cable. So what is mean by fiber optic cable ma? What is mean by fiber optic cable? So a fiber optic cable is made up of glass or plastic and transmits signals in the form of light. Okay. So to understand the optical fiber, we first need to explore the several approaches of nature of light. So what is mean by fiber optic cable ma? A fiber optic cable is made up of glass or plastic and it transmits the signals in the form of light. So fiber optic cable means it is a design with the glass or plastic, and whatever the signals we are transmitting, that can be transmitted in the form of light. So to understand the optical fiber, in order to understand the optical fiber, we need to explore the several aspects of nature of light. We need to accept the several aspects of the nature of light. The light travels in a straight line. The light travels in the straight line as long as it is moving through a single uniform substance. So whatever the light we are passing, that light will be passes in a straight line and moving through the a single uniform substance. If a ray of light traveling through one substance, suddenly it enters another substance. So it means what ma? Whenever we are sending the uh, light signal that is transmitted to the uh, plastic or glass. Okay na? Plastic or glass, the signals is transmitted in the form of light. So whenever the light travels in a straight line or uniform substance, the light traveling through that substance suddenly enters another substance that is different from different density. The ray changes its direction. So when it means what ma? If you see this diagram, in this fiber optic diagram, if you see the diagram, you can understand very well. Sender is sending the data. So that whatever the data we are sending, that is transmitted in the form of. So I am talking about the fiber optic cable. I am using the material like glass or plastic. Okay na? I am sending the uh, 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 the light in the form of straight line, and whenever it moving in a single uniform substance, another light will be entered and it will be disturbed to that light. So it means different density of light is and substance is entered, traveling with that light. Okay, so the ray changes direction. Whatever the rays having, the rays changes its direction. If you see the diagram, you can understand the ray of light changes the direction when going from one dense sorry more dense to less dense substance, so what is mean by? So this is the diagram. In this diagram I am having the, so this is the diagram. So this in this diagram, so what I am saying, the light travels in a straight line. The light travels, so this like mark. So this pink color arrow marks you are observing, no? So that is the traveling of the light. Okay na? So the light travels in a straight line as long as it's moving through single uniform substance. So if you whenever sudden substance is enters in this whenever the light traveling through one substance suddenly enters another substance, the ray changes its direction. So it is wanted to move in a straight line. So another substance is entered in that substance, so that the direction of the light will be changes. So this is the more dense to less dense. So more dense to less dense. So this is the directions of the light, how it changes. So first it will be somewhat changes its direction. After that it is completely changes its direction in the downwards, and after that the substance is reaches into the ground surface of the ground. Okay, if you see the explanation of this diagram, we can understand very well. So in this figure we are having the angle of incidence I is less than critical angle. So I is less than critical angle reflection. I is less than critical angle reflection. The ray reflects and moves closer to the ray reflects and move closer to the surface. So this is the last image. If you see the moves to the surface, if the angle in this incidence is equal to the critical angle, if the angle is equal to the critical angle, if the incidence is, if the angle, if the angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle, the light bends, along the interface if the angle is greater than the critical angle. So this is the differences, this is the three diagrams we are having. I am going to explain the first diagram. The first diagram, if the angle is indenses is less than the critical angle, the ray reflects to moves closer to the surface. Okay, if the angle incidence is equal to the critical angle, the light bends along the interface. Okay, if the angle is greater than the critical angle, critical angle, then ray reflects that travels again in the denser substance. So this is the three differences when the new substance is added, suddenly added into the our substance. Our substance means whatever we are sending from sender to the receiver. Between that, if any new substance is entered, that the light this directions will be changes this like. Okay, na? So this is the fiber optic. This is the fiber optic. So next coming to the optical fiber uses reflection to guide light through the channel. Guide through a channel. A glass or plastic core is surrounded by a cladding. A glass or plastic core. So this is the whatever the sender and receiver having, between that I am using the core. The core may be the optical fiber uses the reflection to guide the light through a channel. So a glass or plastic core is surrounded by the cladding of less dense glass or plastic. The difference in density of the two materials must be such that beam of light moving through the core is reflected. So this is the diagram. In this diagram, we are using in middle core. That core material will be a plastic or it will be a plastic or glass. Okay. So whatever the material we are using, that is plastic core or glass. So that is surrounded by the cladding. So that is completely surrounded by the cladding. The cladding of less dense glass or plastic. The difference in density of two materials must be such beam of light moving through the core. So I am sending the light. That light is moving from moving. That light is moving through the core, which is reflected of the cladding. Instead of being the light is reflected up and down between the cladding, and instead of being reflected into it and after it will be received to the user. Okay, na? So this is called the working of this fiber optic cable. So the propagation mode, what is mean by propagation modes? So the current technology supports two modes. The current technology supports two modes, that is multi-mode and single mode. For propagation light along optical channels, for propagation time along optical channels, each requiring fiber with different physical characteristics. So what is mean by propagation modes, ma? In this we are having propagation modes. The current technology will support two modes. One is multi-mode and another is single mode. For propagation light, all along with optical channels, each requiring fiber with different physical characteristics. The multi-mode can be implemented. The multi-mode can be implemented in two forms. One is step index and graded index. So these are the two steps we are having. So next in the propagation mode, we are having the multi-mode and single mode. So in the multi-mode, it will come step index and graded index. So now I'm going to explain about the multi-mode. So what is meant by multi-mode? A multi-mode is so named as because multiple beams from light source move through the core in different paths. So why we are saying multi-mode? It is a multi-mode. Multi-mode is so because multiple beams from the light source move through the core in different paths. These beams move within the cable. These beams move within the cable and depends on the structure of the core. So, okay, na? So it means what, ma? What is mean by multi-mode? In the multi-mode, we are having the multiple beams from light source that move through core in different parts. So these beams move within the cable depends on the structure of the core. So if you see the diagram, we can understand. So in the multiple mode light index, in the multiple mode step index, in the multiple mode step index fiber, the density of the core remains constant from the center to the edge. So what is mean by in multi-mode step index fiber, ma? The density of the core remains constant from the center to the edge. A beam of light moves through this constant density in a straight line until it reaches the interface of the core and the cladding. Okay, at the interface there is an abundant change due to a lower density. This alerts the angle of the beam's motion. So the team step index refers to the suddenness of the change, which contributes to the distortion of the signal as it passes through the fiber. So this is called the multi-mode step index fiber. So a second type of fiber is called multi-mode graded index fiber. So it decreases this distortion of the signal through the cable. The word index here refers to the index of refraction. Index of refraction. So as we say above of the multi-mode step index fiber. Okay. So in this multi-mode indexed dense of the index of refraction is related to density. So a graded index fiber is with varying the densities. In the graded index fiber, the density will be varies with each other. The density is highest at the center of the core. So whenever the data is sent from one node to the another node, data is nothing but light. The density is very high in the center of the core and decreases gradually at the lowest at the edges. So whatever the edges we are having, sender and the receiver, these are the edges. So the density of the uh, density is decreases at the edges and density is increases at the center. Okay, na? The density is highest at the center of the core and density is decreases at the lowest edges of the core. The impact of this variable density on the propagation of light beams. The single mode, what is mean by single mode? Single mode uses a step index fiber and highly focused source of light that limits beam to a small range of angles, all close to the horizontal. The the single mode fiber itself as manufactured with a much smaller diameter than the multimode fiber and with the substantially lower density. It is nothing but index of refraction. The decreases in density, if it is decreases in density, it results in a critical angle that is close to enough 90 degrees to make the propagation of beams almost horizontal. So in this case, the propagation is different beam is almost identical and delays the negligible. All the beams arrive at the different beams is the almost identical and delays the negligible. So if you see, I having the small diagram. So this is the diagram I am having. So in this diagram, if you see this diagram, we can understand. So this is the propagation mode. In this propagation mode, I am having the two types, that is multi-mode and single mode. Coming to the multi-mode, in the multi-mode, I am having the again two types, that is step index, graded index. So in the another one is a single mode. Okay. So I am having the diagram about this multi-mode, single mode and multi-mode step index and graded index. This is the multi-mode step index. Okay, na? So multi-mode means what? I told what multi-mode means what? So the light signals move from different densities. The light moves to travel from different. The light travels from different road in different paths. Okay, na? So this is the source. So from the source, I am sending the this is the source. I am sending the light from the core, that is the plastic or glass. So whatever core I am using here, so through that core I am sending the signal in the form of light. The light travels from one node to the another node. So when the node it travels in the different paths, the light will be travels in the different nodes. I told that in the propagation board, the light another light will be that can be moves reflects from one end to the another end and moves to the destination. So okay, na, this is the multimode step index. Okay, na? So this is the graded index. At the from source, I am sending the light. So the light will be transmitted from the glass or plastic or glass core. This core is covered with the cladding, and the light will be reflected in this way. So that will be reaches to the destination. Okay, na? So this is the multi-mode graded index. Now I am talking about the single mode. So what is mean by single mode? It travels in a straight line. Whatever the signals light I am sending, that travel can be travels in a single line. So if we talk about the multimode graded index, at this multimode graded index, the light will be the density of the core is highest in the middle center of this core, and lowest density at the edge of the course, at edges of the core. Now I am talking about the single mode. In the single mode, I am sending the step index fiber, that moves the source of light, that has a limits, and that has a smaller diameter than the multimode fiber with a substantially lower density. So it has a lower density, okay, compared to the other. It decreases the density, results in critical angle, and that is closest to the lower density, enough to 90 degrees. Okay, na? That moves from source to the destination in a straight line. Okay, so this is the difference of the diagram. So this is multi-mode step index and multi-mode graded index and single mode. So these are the three types we are having in the propagation mode. So next coming to fiber types. So what is mean by fiber types? So the fiber types. Okay, we are having fiber types, fiber size. Okay, so these are all comes under the fiber. So I'm before going to explain about the fiber types, we have the fiber size. The optical fibers are defined by ratio of diameter of their core to the diameter of their cladding, both expressed in micrometers. The common size we have shown last size listed in a single mode only. So the example is the single mode only. So this is the fiber size. Next coming to fiber types. What is mean by fiber types? In these fiber types, we are having the optical fibers that define the ratio of diameter. So I having the diagram. So this is the fiber types. So this is the 50 by 125. These are the types. These are the cores. 50 micrometers cladding. So these are the material. Whatever the table we are having here. Common. These are the common size to uh, create a core. Okay, so this is the types of the fiber. Okay, now we are using these type of material to in order to create a fiber optic, propagation mode, like uh, glass or uh, plastic core I'm using. So in that I'm going to, this is the size of the core, and this is the cladding size of the core, and this is the multi-mode graded. So these are the things we are using to maintain this. Okay, so fiber optics. So the fiber optics are defined by the ratio of diameter of their core to the diameter of their cladding, both expressed in micrometers. So what is in this diagram, in this optical types, we are having the cable composition. So it's the composition of the typical fiber optic cable. The outer jacket is made of either PVC or Teflon. So what is mean by this? The fiber optic cable is in the fiber optic cable, the outer jacket is made up of either PVC or Teflon. Inside the jacket or Kelvar starts to strengthen the cable. So Kelvar is the strong material used in the fabrication of bulletproof vests. So what is this, ma? So whatever I'm saying, this image, so this is the image. In this image I'm using the glass material or plastic material core. Okay, so this material is inside the outer the jacket. So outer of the jacket I'm using the material that is PVC or Teflon. Inside the jacket I'm using the Kelvar standards to strengthen the cable. So the strengthen is a strong material used for fabrication of bulletproof vest. Okay, below the Kelvar is another plastic coating of cushion the fiber. So in this inside that Kelvar, so in the inside the Kelvar we also use the another material that is called the cushion. The fiber will be cushioned with the coating. We are giving the cushion coating. The fiber is at the center of the cable and it consists of cladding or core. So the fiber optic cable, we are having the fiber optic cable connectors. So these are the fiber optic cable. Sorry, ma. So these are the fiber optic cable connectors. So what is the use of this? There are three types of connectors for fiber optic cables. So this is the SC connector and ST connectors. SC connectors and ST connectors. So this is the subscriber channel. SC is a subscriber channel connector, is used for cable TV. Users say push or pull locking system. So subscriber channel connector is used to cable TV. It uses push and pull locking system. So the ST connector is a straight tip connector. It is used for connecting the cable to networking devices. So it is mainly used for, it is mainly uses a bayonet locking system and is more reliable than SC. So MTRJ. So what is mean by MTRJ? So what is mean by empty RJ? So empty RJ is the connector that is the size of same size of RJ 45. RJ means what, man? In the previous class, we have listened this RJ 45. This is also a connector. So this RJ connector, it is similar to this empty RJ. Empty RJ is the connector that is the same size of the RJ 45. Okay. So next coming to the performance. So we having some performance about this fiber optic. So this fiber optic, having some performance. The fiber optic cable provides the quality of service with lower level of noise. So the fiber optic cable provides quality of service with low level of noise. So the attenuation versus wavelength. The plot of attenuation versus wavelength, it shows very interesting phenomena in fiber optic cable. Attenuation is flatter than the case of twisted pair cable and coaxial cable. The performance is such we have need to fewer actually 10 times less repeaters than when we use the fiber optic cable. So what is the performance, ma? The performance is nothing but it's regarding the quality of service. If the noise level is lower, the quality of service is high. And we can transfer the data up to 1600 gigabits per second. The performance is such that we need to fewer repeaters when we use the fiber optic cable. So these are the performance. We are having some applications, that is fiber optic cable is found the backbone network because it is a wide bandwidth. Its cost is effective. Okay. So what is the application ma? So fiber optic cable is the backbone of the network, which is in the regarding to the cost, it is very effective. With the wavelength division multiplexing can transfer. Through the wavelength division multiplexing, we can transfer the data at the rate of 1600 gigabits per second. The SONET network that we use, that provides the, that means also a SONET also a backbone of the network. So it mainly used for the cable TV companies such as combination of optical fiber and coaxial fiber. So whatever the SONET we are using, it is also a backbone of the network. So it mainly used in the cable TV companies. Some cable TV companies uses the combination of optical fiber and coaxial cable. Okay, so the coaxial cable is made up of material copper or metallic. Okay, na, that transfer the data in the form of electrical way. Okay, and the coaxial cable provides the connection to the user premises. The cost effective configuration is since narrow bandwidth requirement to the user and does not satisfy the use of optical fiber. So the local area network such as 100 base FX network, fast Ethernet and 1000 base X also uses fiber optic cable. So these are the applications of this fiber optic cable. Next, advantages and disadvantages. So what is the advantages? So we are having some advantages in the fiber optic cable. So advantages is a higher bandwidth. It has the higher bandwidth. The fiber optic cable can support dramatically higher bandwidths than either twisted pair or coaxial pair. Compared to the twisted pair and coaxial pair, the fiber optic cable will maintain the, and that will be maintain the higher bandwidth, dramatically higher bandwidth. So next, less signal attenuation. So what is meant by less signal attenuation? The fiber optic transmission distance is significantly greater than that of reception utilization. Sorry, ma. So greater than that of other guided media. So the signal can run for 50 kilometers without requiring regeneration. So less signal attenuation. So why we are using less signal attenuation? Ma? Fiber optic transmission distance is significantly greater than that of guided media. A signal can run for 50 kilometers without requiring regeneration. So these are the second advantage. Next one, immunity. So what is mean by immunity of electromagnetic interference? Electromagnetic noise cannot affect the cables. So this is the immunity. So lightweight. What is lightweight? Lightweight. So if you talk about the lightweight, the fiber optic cables are much lighter than copper cables. So greater immunity to taping. So fiber optic cables are more immunity to trapping the taping than copper cables. Copper cables creates antenna effects that can easily be taped. These are the advantages. Okay, coming to the disadvantages. So there are some disadvantages: installation and maintenance. Fiber optic cable is relatively new technology. Its installation and maintenance require expertise that is not yet available everywhere. So unidirectional light propagation. So this is the another disadvantages: unidirectional light propagation. Propagation of light is unidirectional. If you need bidirectional communication, two fibers are needed. So cost. Another disadvantage is cost. The cable and the interference are relatively more expensive than those of the other guided media. If the demand for bandwidth is not high, they use the fiber optic, not cannot be justified. So these are the different disadvantages of the fiber optic cables. So this is the fiber optic. Next, coming to the unguided media. Up to now we are talking about the guided media. Now I'm talking about the unguided media. So unguided media transports electromagnetic waves without using a physical conductor. So unguided media transports electromagnetic waves without using physical conductor. These types of communication can be referred as wireless communication. So these are the wireless communication. Up to now, we are talking about the wired communication. We are using the cables. In the cables, we are using the different types of materials like twisted wire cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. These are the wired communication. Now I'm talking about the unguided media, that is called wireless. So the unguided media supports the electromagnetic waves without using the physical conductor. This type of communication is referred as wireless communication. Signals are normally broadcast through free space. It means through air. Through air, we are going to travel, our data will be travel through the air in a free space. There are available of anyone who has device capable of receiving them. So in the wireless communication, the sender will be send the data to one end to the another end through the free space, that will be that anyone who has a device capable of receiving them. So okay, so we having the small diagram in this part of the electromagnetic spectrum ranging from 3 kilohertz to 9 terahertz used for wireless communication. So this is the diagram. In this diagram, in the unguided signals can travel from source to destination in several ways. In several ways, from source to destination, we are going to transfer the unguided signals. So ground propagation, Skype propagation, and line of sight propagation are there in this unguided media. So in this in ground propagation, radio waves travel through lower portion of the atmosphere. In the ground propagation, the waves, the radio waves travel from the lowest propagation proportion of the atmosphere. Okay, so the hedging of the hanging of the earth. These low frequency signals in all directions from transmitting through antenna and follow the curvature of the planet. The distance depends on the amount of power in the signal. Distance on the amount of power in the signal. The greater power and greater distance. We are using the greater power and greater distance. Now coming to the Skype propagation. Skype propagation. It having the higher frequency radio waves. It having the higher frequency radio waves that radiated upward into the ionosphere. It is radiated upwards into the ionosphere. So where they are reflected back to Earth. This type of transmission allows greater distance. This type of transmission will be occur uh, greater distance with lower output power. Okay, coming to the line or sight propagation. It is very high frequency. Very high frequency signals are transmitted in the straight lines directly from antenna to antenna. The antenna must be directional, facing to each other. So these are the three types we are having in the wireless communication, that is called unguided media. So okay, ma. So thank you.